It's the start of another week of NFL action, and that means it's Thursday night in the NFL here on EA Sports.
You know, when you get a matchup at running back, like the one we have here today, you can just look down on the field from the booth, and you can see that breakaway speed and power with your own eyes, and there is a difference out there.
Yeah, I think I was always heard from Bill Walsh. I read it in his book, trust your eyes. So you're right. We look down the field today, and as this thing goes along, you can tell we have two stars at running back, and, man, just give them a little bit of hope, and they can make it happen.
And with that kick, we're underway. Hester, the return man here, charging ahead. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return. Coleman's in the backfield, single back set.
Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
The Falcons will take the snap from the 30. He has the grab. Here's our look at the Falcons offense. They'll be trying to cut down on the turnovers. A week ago, they gave away the football 2 times. The pass play picks up only 2. So now it's 2nd down and 8 following the completion. Ryan from the gun. Looking long. And it's incomplete. And here's the Buccaneers defense. This is a ball-hawking unit that a week ago came up with 4 takeaways. On the way, 3rd down. The Falcons come to the line. 1st down marker at the 40. Matt Ryan from the shotgun. Ryan connects with Julio Jones on that one. Falcons will take the snap from the 40. Looking across the middle. 2 hands on the football and has the catch. Touchdown, Falcons. Lions now got 5 touchdown passes on the season. Extra point is good. No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone. Winston's got it in the gun. Evans got it on a pass that had some heat. No
one's going to get him now. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown. They answer right back, Phil, with a touchdown of their own in the early going.
Yeah, a lot of confidence down there in the field on both sides. And the offenses, they got to be feeling good. Here you are tied early in the game, first quarter, and this could be an offensive explosion here today.
Hester's got it. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. Matt Ryan under center. First down at the 24. And they deck the quarterback.
This might not be nice to say, but every once in a while it's kind of fun to watch the quarterback get sacked like that. Good job by the defensive end.
The Buccaneers go with the dime formation here on defense. Has the reception all alone.
Third down.
The Falcons need to get to the 34 for a first down.
It's intercepted. And he's brought to the ground.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Martin, solo, back set. The Buccaneers snap it at the 36. Martin takes the hit and is brought down. And now we'll look at the Buccaneers offense. They were very sloppy last week, turning the ball over 6 times. Set up now at the 36.
The D-lines, they're seeing something on the offensive side. Everybody's shifting to their left.
Safarian Jenkins split out wide on the left. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
First down on the way. First down and 10. The Buccaneers stay on the ground. That's a gain of 8.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to. And also, it opens up so many other things for your offense. Well, the offense has done a good job getting down inside the 20 in the so-called red zone or green zone by some teams. But the defense, you can be a little more aggressive now because you don't have to worry about the length of the field. It is shortened, so take advantage of it and attack this offense a little more.
And here's the Falcons defense. A week ago, this is a bunch that forced 5 turnovers. Tucker's taking the handoff.
This will be a field goal attempt from 33 yards out.
The kick is good. We're late in the first, and that field goal puts them on top.
Yes, and it's a confidence boost. No question about it. When you get a field goal or a touchdown late in the first quarter and it puts you on top, it just feels good.
The Falcons in kick return formation.
And here's Hester. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30.
The Falcons just gave up some big turnover points. And let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
First down at the 29. Ryan gives it up. The Falcons come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Falcons snap it up at the 26. And it's caught by LaFell. Breaks free. Can you believe the plays this guy can make in the open field once he gets his hands on the football?
Yeah, I can believe it. I really can, because you know why? I see it all the time. I see it when I watch him on TV. I see it when I watch films. And how about today? I get to watch it in person. It's awesome to watch.
They come to the line, and it's first down.
Look at that. The defensive line, now they're all spreading out.
Brings it into his body. And he is brought down at the 39.
When the defense is going to play safe and they don't want you to run by them, you've got to be able to throw these out routes where the receiver's cutting towards the sideline and the quarterback stick it in there.
Coming to the line at the 39. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Back to the air here on first down. Jones is going to pull in the bullet pass. Tackles made. Can you believe how steady and reliable this guy is?
He is. What's the phrase for it? He is money, Jim Nance. Man, he pays off every single time. You throw the football near him, he'll make the catch.
Now first and 10. Toss to the outside. They knock him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Here we are about to start the second quarter, and both offenses still seem to be trying to figure out a game plan for this one, Phil.
The heck with figuring out things. It's time to open it up a little bit. You got to take some chances to make positive plays in this league. These are good defenses, so if you want to get some productive plays on the offensive side, take a chance and go down the field with the football.
Breaking huddle at the 14-yard line. The Falcons are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. Almost intercepted that time.
That's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You've got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
Failing to connect there, third down.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Oh, and almost picked off that time.
Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit, though. In position, sees the ball thrown, and is able to get that hand up there and knock it down.
just out of the first quarter, and that field goal ties this game up.
Well, that's the good. The good news is you tied the game up. The bad news is some bad play calls prevented you from scoring the touchdown to take the lead.
He's got a chance to return this one.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The Buccaneers offense ready to continue its recent run here as they've scored the last 2 times they've had it, Phil.
Well, let's look at it from the defensive side. What do you think they're thinking? Oh, my gosh, what's coming next? Because everything the offense has tried so far has worked.
The Buccaneers come to the line in a tight game here in the second quarter. The score's 10-10. First down at the 22.
Bobby Rainey makes the grab.
Met by Spikes that time.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
That was a nice reception, but not enough for the first down. Second down coming up.
When linebackers move around like this, you know what it means? Nothing. Confuses no one.
And intercepted. Maybe that pick will be a momentum builder for this team at the start of the second.
Well, I know the offensive coordinator sitting over there going, I sure hope so. So he's not happy the way his team has played on the offensive side so far. Give them a play, catch the defense by surprise, and get this lead. Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pinching. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
Down the field.
This will be ruled incomplete. Didn't get the feet down.
If you're defensive back in the NFL now, you've got to be alert for the deep passes down the field, because not only do you got to play it well, you got to make sure you don't have pass interference.
The Falcons take it from the 38. Coleman's going to take the handoff now.
It's third down coming up.
Falcons come out with a split backfield. The Falcons will set up. The 28 is the first down line. Ryan takes it from the gun. And incomplete. The defense does its job, forcing fourth down in a hurry.
Matt Bosher ready to punt.
A punt just like it was drawn up, and now the defense has them backed into the corner.
The offense pinned back in an awful position.
The ball is jarred out of his hands.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
Second down with the defense ready to pounce.
Second down and 10. Rainey makes the reception. And that's a gain of 9.
The Buccaneers, that time, they can't get big yards, but the throw and catch picks up a few, and this third down's much easier with this situation.
This is third down.
Tucker's got it on the handoff. That buys spikes that time.
Jim, the defense just missed a big opportunity there. They got the offense backed up, and they let them pick up a big first down.
First down here after the run. Rainey makes the grab. That's a gain of 6.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
And now they'll try over again on second down. Martin. And they bring him down at the 33-yard line.
Martin's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
First down here.
The Falcons defense lined up going with the 46 defense.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Slashing, ball is out, and the defense has it. Safarian Jenkins there to make the stop.
Midway through the second, Phil, and they're handed a break with the fumble. Let's see what they can do with it before.
Halftime.
Well, I love what they did. They went out there and caused that break by being physical and aggressive on the defensive side. Now it's up to the offense to go out there and find a way to get down the field.
They're happy to begin this drive from this point. Just a quick drop back.
And it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit.
Well, it's so hard to do this nowadays, to jar the football out of the hands of the receiver, but the defender did it that time. He hit him. That football came loose. Incomplete pass.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
Pulls it in.
And the offense will need 3 yards here on third down after the completion.
D-line is shifting inside. They're pinching. I think they're expecting to run up the middle.
Falcons get a first down.
With 2.5 minutes to go before halftime, it's a first down.
First down here after the completion.
Ryan standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
He makes the catch. Atlanta in the end zone. Touchdown. Coleman's caught his first touchdown of the season. The point after is good. The Falcons ready to boot the football down the field. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20.
The Buccaneers offense back on the field, trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
First down at the 20. Doug Martin with the grab. Martin's met at the 30. So they complete one, and still it's second down.
The Buccaneers did a good job there on first down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now second and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
But it's incomplete. And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. Now looking at third down.
Doug Martin. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
And the defense will use one of its timeouts right here.
They're set to punt it away now.
Hester's going to take this one from the 20. That's a gain of 7.
The Falcons offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Loved what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
That pass play picked up only 4. Second down and 6 coming up.
We'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Pass is intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Buccaneers got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now.
And Evans is tackled, but earns a new set of downs.
If you think you can get a playoff quickly and not use a timeout, you go with the hurry-up offense. That time, a good job by the coach and the quarterback.
Staying with the passing game on first down. He'll throw it over the middle.
And he knocks the ball out of his hands.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
The Falcons will come out in the dime.
Here we go. Ohio.
Second down and 10.
The ball is jarred loose.
Well, we still got a close game here, and you got to try to keep it that way. It's third and long, and you're losing the football game. Don't take a chance on the offensive side. Wait for your next opportunity.
Third down on the way.
The Buccaneers need to get to the 43 to pick up a first.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Winston's going to take the snap from the shotgun. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. Going to take it the distance. Going to take it home for the touchdown. And at the closing moments of the first half, these teams are all even once again.
A lot of good things have happened for both teams, so I think when you go in at halftime, if it goes in tied up, I think both coaches are going to be happy with the situation right here at halftime.
The Buccaneers getting ready for the kickoff.
Hester will run this one out.
Twists away from the hit. Moore's there that time for the tackle.
And a run back of about 19. The Falcons offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Falcons now come to the line. Second quarter of a tie game. Scores 17-17. Brings it in. Verner's there to make the tackle.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down, Jim. That's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities. I like this decision by the coach to go with the hurry-up offense here late in the first half. You can't be worried about making mistakes. Sometimes you got to be aggressive.
Ball from the 46. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Almost intercepted.
Well, the quarterback can't get him open. He threw to the right guy that time, but the coverage was so good by the defense, nowhere to get the completion.
Inside the 50.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Second and 10. Launching it deep. Incomplete.
Well, there's no doubt about it. This guy has a strong arm. That time he just sails the football way past the receiver deep down the field.
It'll be third down. Ryan's lined up. 2 tight ends set.
Oh, look at that. Linebacker's moving around.
Looking to go deep. And he makes the catch. No, the ball comes out. The ball is knocked out of his hands. Launches it down the field. Intercepted. And as the second quarter comes to a close, we'll take a break for halftime before returning for the start of the second half here in Tampa, Florida. The Falcons getting set to kick it away. The second half is underway. Who's going to break the tie? That's the question here as the third quarter gets started. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Buccaneers come out onto the field, now looking to get something positive going here to take the lead in this game, Phil, as we start the second half.
Yeah, they would like to do that. Of course, you always want to take the lead, but when you get into the second half and you get on top, man, that starts to put the pressure on the other team. So that's their thinking. I think
Intercepted! He's brought down just out of the half, and it looks like the defensive adjustments have paid off.
Yeah, good job at halftime. The defensive coordinator went in there, got some things straightened out, and they came out, got the job done, and picked off that pass.
First down at the 48. Here's the handoff. And that's David in on the stop.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
It's now second down. Coleman's handed the football.
That's a tackle right near the 48.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
After that last run, it sets up 3rd and 6. The Buccaneers with a nickel look here on defense. Ryan from the gun. The reception by Jermaine Gresham. That picks up 11.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance. They get it done.
The Falcons call timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. Coming to the line at the 37. Looks like they're in press coverage here.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
LaFell with the grab. Tackles made.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
From inside the red zone.
Well, when you have a tie game and you're down in the red zone, you can do whatever you want. You can fool them with the run here, or you can take a chance and throw the football in the end zone to get a score.
The ball sits at the 12-yard line.
Jim, look at that. The defensive line all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle. Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Matt Ryan from the shotgun. LaFell comes away with the reception.
A short field goal try on the way.
Drives it through for the field goal. And that kick here midway through the 3rd quarter puts them in front.
It's great to get the lead anytime in the 3rd quarter of a football game, but you got to think they're over there going, boy, we hope this doesn't cost us. The fact that we did not get 7 points on that drive.
They bring him down at the 29-yard line. That return's good for about 29.
The Buccaneers are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
Second down.
Falcons with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime.
Doug Martin carries the football.
Got a big lane. Martin takes the hit and is brought down.
He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day. Third down now.
Jim, I think this is a blitz. Look how close everybody is to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the handoff to Doug Martin. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Martin's trying to find a way to pick up that short yardage situation on third down, but the defense does an outstanding job, on especially the defensive line. Nowhere to run and no first down.
Hester's going to try and return this punt. That's a gain of 10.
The Falcons stepping back onto the field to get this next drive underway. Their previous possession was a field goal.
Yeah, I think they feel good about that field goal. They made some good plays, and they got down there, and they moved the football, and they got in position where they could kick the field goal. Now you take the knowledge that you gained from that last drive, use it, and try to go down there now and score a touchdown.
They've got to be wondering, though, can they finish off a drive today?
They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
The Falcons offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens to run, loses yards, that's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Second down play coming up. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
The Falcons will take the snap from the 25. Spins away from the hit. Freeman's taken down at the 25.
Interesting situation here for the offense. They got a lead here in the second half, but it's third and long. And you always like to say, the football is in the hands of the quarterback, so he has to be smart. If he tries to force it down the field, I do not like his chances.
Third down and 12. It's intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Buccaneers offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense. So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing. Jim, look at that. The defensive line now shifting to the right.
Second down and 10.
Catch made.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
Martin is in the backfield.
First and 10.
Martin's going to secure the handoff. The Buccaneers offense tries to continue some momentum, still possessing the football as the final quarter gets underway. The Falcons come out in a dime package.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
The final quarter begins with this snap. Has his target. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities, what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. The play clock's running down. Handoff made. Gets about 9 on the play.
I got to give this running back a lot of credit. How about that? He fumbled earlier in the game, but now he is running free, just all out and getting those extra yards after the hit. Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
Quick drop back. And intercepted.
Wonderful job by the defense that time. They stayed after it, and inside their own 20, they finally come up with the play. They get the interception, and they keep the other team from getting points on the board.
Not where you want to begin a series, backed up this deep. Playing press coverage to the outside.
Coleman's taking the handoff. And that gains 1.
When you're leading the game in the fourth quarter and you're on offense, you are looking to use the time up on the clock. So that was a nice play call by the offense to run. Defense stops it for a short gain, though.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9.
And Freeman has the catch.
The completion sets them up now for 3rd and 7.
The Buccaneers lined up in the nickel. Ryan takes it from the gun. Ryan over to Jones.
The Falcons are really a true football team. Their defense, we know it's good. They don't want to just rely on it. The offense, nice job picking up that first down. Eat the clock up. Keep the pace of the game on your side. Small lead here in the second half. That was a good job.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
The reception by Brandon LaFell.
After the pass play, gain 7. 2nd and 3 on the way.
Coleman's going to take the handoff now. And at the 37, he'll be brought down.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
Press coverage all the way.
First down at the 37. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands.
So they complete that one, yet it's still 2nd down.
They'll run it here.
And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. Defense now signaling for a timeout.
setting up now at the 44-yard line. Falcons have it at the 44. And a flag. First down at the 39. Coleman's got it on the handoff.
This will be the 8th play of this drive.
Timeouts called, and we're going to step aside and be back in just a moment.
Coming up, second down. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Lions back in shotgun formation. The reception by Julio Jones. That's his 6th catch of the day.
Well, he's got talent. This receiver can make the catches when you throw it his way. And I think his talent, the way offenses are designed, and the rules of the NFL, it makes guys like him almost unstoppable.
Ryan's completion percentage, 60% on the day.
The Falcons from the 32. Jones got the catch and the first.
That's a timeout by the D. Marching down the field and taking their time. The clock's really become a factor here, and the defense knows it has to get off the field as soon as possible to give the team a chance.
Breaking huddle at the 21.
We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half. They bring in the extra tight end.
Coleman's handed the football.
Touchdown!
Those should be all the points they need to polish this one off.
That was a beating that started at the beginning of the game, and it never stopped. What a great job by the offense and the football team.
The Falcons setting up here for the kickoff.
Signals and makes the fair catch.
The Buccaneers just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
And it's swatted away.
Well, you want to put all the pressure on the quarterback to make really good throws down the field, play tight man-to-man coverage. It takes perfect throws to get completions. Not there that time.
Falcons set at the line. Dime package. Second and 10. Got a flag down here. They'll decline the penalty and let the play stand.
Well, when your team is behind, what do? Just come out there and get a first down. That's a nice job by the offense.
First down. Pressure on every snap now. First down at the 34.
And it's intercepted, which should all but wrap up this game.
That brings the play to an end. Phil, can you believe the defense steps up and makes the interception to clinch it for him today?
Oh, they love this. Nothing like winning a game with a defensive play to ice everything. And I give the defense all the credit. Just a great play on their part.
Two tight ends on the field here.
Coleman's going to secure the handoff.
And that's good for only a yard or two.
Yeah, I love situations like this. This is when I was at my best, getting in the huddle and telling everybody all the things. Put two hands on the football. Don't anybody jump off sides. Don't take any chances. And most of all, stay in bounds.
Trying to find an opening to the right. And that's a gain of maybe 5.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
3rd and 3 coming up. Matt Ryan under center.
Takes it on the counter. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Right call here by the coach in this situation. Keep running the football. Keep that clock moving. You have the lead. Just tell your quarterback to tell everybody on offense this. Hold on to the football and don't have a penalty where you could stop that clock.
Well, the lights were bright, and the team was up for the occasion here, winning in prime time.
Nothing like it, man. Winning in prime time when you know it's all about you. And I've said many times, today's football players, they love being on the big stage. Well, they were today, and they got it done.
So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.